Welcome to this fall day. Continuing this Dharma talk, Navaratri, which is the 9 nights of the goddess. The 9 nights of the goddess celebrate Durga. It's when Durga comes onto earth. And the 9 forms of the goddess gives us a portal. It's really celebrating that lunar aspect of the feminine energy. And Durga is the one that comes through to slice through all of the structure, all of the political things that are happening on earth. Now, yes, there was devastation, and more than ever we need peace versus conflict, but how far we've been saying that for millennia, right? But Durga is really coming through to slice through and to awaken that charge of what is it do I need with laser focus. If I want peace, am I gonna circumnavigate or, go around the by, or are we gonna say, you know what, I've had enough of this relationship. I've had enough of this tendency. I've had enough of these clothings. I've had enough. And only you can decide for you. But we have tools, right? And the body has infinite wisdom. So when we work with what we have, whether you are rest and digest, if we're practicing in a yin practice or a restorative practice, that serves a purpose. But we also do need to move the body to facilitate that healing. Now, in the warm-up, you said after class, it made me realize, have I not been moving in the way in which my body and my soul most feel aligned? So today, I want you to take up space. Again, this mat tends to confine us. So use your mat as a base, but maybe pull it out a little bit more, because we're gonna start in starfish. And we're gonna move in a different way today. Make sure your strap is handy, all of your props are handy. If you wanna lay a blanket on your mat, I highly recommend to do that because it will cozy you in. And we'll start there. Why did I ever stop doing the things that bring my body and my soul the needed joy? I'd like for you to lay with that just for a moment. And I'm gonna invite you to lift your head and resettle your head back onto the ground. Lift your shoulders and reposition your shoulder blades. Lift your buttocks and let your flesh of your buttocks hold your hips. Now draw your awareness to your heart and your lungs. Keeping the eyes closed, start to notice the breath on the inhalation, pushing the ribs to expand the skin and the intercostal muscles. Now on your exhalation, almost like an accordion, draw the awareness to the single point of your spine. Breath drawing all the way to your spine on the exhalation. And as you inhale, the diaphragm pushes down, the breath extends and moves past the fingers, past the fingernails, past the toes, out through the crown of the head, ribs expanding. As you exhale, call this energy, call your prana right back to a single point alongside the spine. And take this a few more times as you lay on your back, drawing awareness that the breath is breathing you. Almost as if you could observe yourself looking down at yourself on the ground. Can you see yourself inflating like a balloon? And then deflating like an accordion. Drawing the awareness to the spine that's holding you up. We'll keep the left hand on the ground. You can peek up for a moment. We want to stay connected here. You're going to take your left arm up and over, reach that left foot around as best as you can. You're going to circle around. Let your left hand be stay contacted, in contact to the ground, and draw that left knee in. So you're going to stay in contact. Looks like this. Left knee comes in. Head stays on the ground. Keep tracing the ground. You're going to open up. This is going to open up the shoulder, keeping the hand connected. Take your time here. It's very gentle. Bringing that synovial fluid to the left shoulder. Come back to that starfish. We'll do the same thing with the right side. Right hand traces the ground. Right toe stays on the ground. You lean over, roll onto that left hip. Right knee comes into the chest. Right fingertips stay connected. All you're doing is staying connected to the ground. Toe comes back, arm reaches out. Come back to that starfish. Take a deep breath here. Inhale. Left arm is going to go around again. And on the exhalation, you're going to contract. Left knee is going to come in. On the inhalation, that left arm, that left leg, we're going to open up, circle back, take up space. Exhale. Contract. Right knee comes in. Inhale, inflate, opening up. As you come back onto your back, exhale. Take this 2 more times on your own. So that means 2 more times, one right side, one left side, one right side, one left side. Move to the rhythm of your breath and keep the arm long. And this mobility exercise helps us to elongate the ligaments that wrap around the bones. When we close our eyes and we allow the breath and drop into the breath to be the conductor that moves and facilitates the body. And then we allow ourselves to be governed by the elements of the air. The next time you come back onto your back after you finish, again, no rush at all. You're going to bring the right knee into the chest and circle that right leg a few times. Circle the ankle in the opposite way. Draw that right leg over to the left side. Be mindful if you need any props, like a block or a bolster underneath that right knee. Give yourself the comfort that you need. So for instance, I have a block that's holding up my right knee. And then keep extending your right arm in the opposite direction. Right knee over to the left side, right shoulder on the ground. Draw the awareness to the outer right hip. Keeping the eyes closed, energetically send that right hip away from you. Slowly draw that right knee back into the chest. Take your time here. Find your strap. You're going to loop it around the ball of your right foot. And we're going to inhale, extend that right leg. Let the arm bones fall. On the exhalation, we're going to bend that right knee into the ribs or to the outside of that right side chest. Inhale, extend. You can feel the ligaments opening up. Give yourself enough slack here on the exhalation. Exhale, extend. Sorry, contract and bend. Moving with the rhythm of the breath. Let your inhalation fill the belly. Extend the leg. Feel the hamstring. When you cannot inhale anymore, let your exhalation begin and slowly contract. Let your hamstring draw that right knee in, that right heel in. Just letting go of my cueing or anybody else's rhythm here. Just allowing that breath, your unique breath, to extend and open, just as we did in the starfish, and then contract and bend. We're going to inhale and extend the leg here. Pause. So it's not quite a static hold, right? Now peel the toes back. There's always movement happening. Can you soften into the right hip? Can you let the arms fall into the earth and lengthen that right knee as best as possible? If that means letting go of the strap and giving yourself more strap, more length, so the right knee is straight, do that. Let's take both ends of the strap now into the right hand. Open up that right leg, just about 10%. Left hand on top of left hip. As we shift into the cooler and then colder months, it's very important for us to warm up our joints, our ligaments, and our tendons with ease and with grace. Our muscles tend to stiffen and tighten. And with the change of temperature, very important for us to honor the temperature of the body. That might mean and require a little bit more diligence, moving a little bit more slowly so that way things can heat up and warm up without burning out. Let's draw that right leg now back to center and cross it just about 10%. So you're going to open up the IT band here and just notice if there's any sensitivity today. How is today different for you? How is this shape any different than when you usually take it? Notice the slight, observe the slight changes within your body. Now we're going to release the strap, draw that right knee diagonally over to the left side. And if you can, left hand is going to reach for the outside of the right foot. So the strap is down. So it's almost as if you're taking pigeon pose on your back. That right knee is diagonal in accordance with your left shoulder. Right hip is anchoring down. You can even take your right thumb, place it inside of your right hip crease. And the sensation that you're feeling here is opening up the outer part of the gluteus maximus. And we'll get deeper into that as we sit up. But again, just lubricating and giving a little bit of warmth to some of the areas we'll be working with. Release that right leg down. Take a moment as you flex both feet. Let your palms face up as if you are in Tadasana. And then observe here if you can feel any subtle differences physically. Can you feel an elongation running down the backside of your right leg versus your left? Can you feel a softening in the hip? versus a gripping on the left side. Let's draw that left knee in. We're going to circle the ankle a few times, observing any excess bata, any excess snaps and crackles and pops, and circle the ankle the opposite way. And then we'll roll our left leg over to the right side. Use a prop if you need, that block, that bolster. And again, very delicately start to open up and extend that top arm. Always about respecting the integrity of our bodies. Never about pushing past our edge. And then pause here. As you keep the eyes closed, can you continue to draw that left hip down and away from the shoulder? So they're moving in opposite directions. Left fingertips reaching out to the side as the left knee moves away from the midline of the body. And the check-in is, can I sustain this shape? Does it feel good within my body? Can I breathe a full, complete breath, a full inhalation and a full exhalation? And we'll slowly draw that left knee back in. Take your time as you recover onto your back. Strap around the left foot. And then extend that left heel. Take a smooth breath to inhale. Give yourself enough of the strap here. On the exhalation, bend and contract. And let your inhalation begin. Belly is expanding. As the belly expands, as the ribs expand, it should facilitate that left leg to extend to the ceiling as best you can. On your exhalation, as everything contracts, feel the left heel, the left hamstring move towards the midline of the body and bend. And taking this a few times according to the rhythm of your breath. Inhale, intercostal muscles, belly, chest. Inflate, leg moves up to the ceiling. Exhale, draw that left heel in. Notice the sensations in your body. And then extend that left leg, leaving it there on your next inhalation. We'll stay for a round of 2 full complete breaths here, full inhalation and a full exhalation. Peel the toes back. Then notice the back of the knee, the calf. Notice how the ligaments are opening up, any tightness you might be feeling. Where you can, give yourself a little bit of softness, even more slack with the strap. Doing your best here to lengthen and straighten your knee without causing harm. I'll take both ends of the strap now into the left hand, and a little bit of an opener here for the groin, the inner thigh. Right hand can go on to the right hip. What feels nourishing for you? Everyone's recipe, everyone's threshold is unique to them. And what may serve you may not serve someone else. So unlocking the wisdom of the body so you can facilitate what feels good. Slowly draw the strap now into the right hand and cross that left leg about 5% over the midline. Left thumb inside left hip crease. Anchor and draw the hip away. And then notice how this shape is different today than it was a few weeks ago or the last time you took this shape. Notice the IT band and the sensitivity that might be happening within this structure. Keep your left leg extended over to the right side. Remove the strap, and all you're going to do on that diagonal is bend your knee close into the right side of your shoulder. If you can, you'll reach the right hand around the outside of your left toes and then open up the outer hip, the gluteus maximus here. So the shoulders are staying down, right hand to the outer edge of that left foot. Again, with this helps to open up the piriformis. So the diagonal here is really for the left knee to be adjacent to the right side shoulder. We'll do this a little bit deeper when we sit up. So let go of that left leg now and extend the legs in front of you. Reach the arms up overhead. Take a big stretch here. And either drawing your knees into your chest and then rolling over to one side, or rocking and rolling forward and back. It depends on how your spine feels today. We'll come to a comfortable seat. Take a moment and get comfortable as you sit up. We'll take a round of nadi shodhana today to balance the breath. Left hand, index finger and thumb to touch, stay on your knee. Right hand will reach up, and we'll take vishnu mudra today. So index finger and middle finger close. Take your ring and your thumb, ring finger and thumb, and gently place it right at the top of the nose bridge, right where you feel the cartilage and the bridge meet. And try not to close anything off yet. Those are the two nadis where prana comes in. And then keeping the eyes closed today, I'm going to teach you a technique. First, it looks like this, right? We want to feel without the mind. See if you can feel and observe which side of your lungs is more dominant, which nostril is more dominant. Once you feel whichever side is more dominant, you'll close and block that side. If you don't know, just close the left nostril and let's inhale through the right. Close and block, gentle retention here. Exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Gentle retention. Exhale through the right. Inhale right. Gentle retention. Exhale left. Inhale left. Looking for the ratio 1, 1, 1, 1 count to inhale, 1 to hold, 1 to exhale. Gentle retention. Exhale right. Continue this on your own. Or if you'd like, you can try it with the hands. Inhale, right hand reaches. Visualize the prana moving through the right nostril. Direct it. Close both hands, gentle retention. Direct the prana out through the left nostril, opening up your left hand. Inhale through the left nostril, keep the left palm open. Close your left palm. Exhale through the right nostril, right hand opens. It's a little bit more advanced, a little bit more nuanced, but if you'd like to try it, it helps you to start to direct the flow of the air. It does require awareness. It does require our subtlety. When we tap into the subtle realm, that is the realm where change and transformation happens. It's happening on the innermost layer. It's happening on the quantum level. Inhaling, the palm opens. See it in your mind's eye. See that prana. See it going through one nostril, and as you close the palms, see in your mind's eye that electricity. Manduki kriya. It's an inverted V. It's firing up the brain hemispheres. See the prana, the electricity, leaving through the opposite nostril as you open up the opposite hand. There is intelligence and wisdom in the body. And when we learn how to work with the prana, the energy that is within us, we can elicit the transformation that is needed in our internal and external realms. Learn to master your mind, and you will master your destiny. The next time you exhale through the nostril that you first breathed into, or if you can't remember, just exhale through the right nostril. We'll let the index fingers and thumbs touch and just take a moment here to observe and notice any subtle shifts that you might be feeling. Stay intimate, stay in this tantric state. And we'll start to shift today into what's called bullseat. So staying with a soft gaze, you can bring your chin towards your chest, half blink the eyes open. And it looks like this. We'll come up onto hands and knees, but we'll take that right knee the same way that it was directed on our backs. Cut it in between the hands. Right foot splays over to the left side. Cut your left knee behind the right and splay that left foot out to the side. And then depending on what you need, if you need a block, you can sit on the second highest, a block or two. You can take this on a bolster as well. What do you need for this seat? If you don't need anything, that's fine too. But we don't want to sit on our heels, right? We want to have the heels as far away from our hips to start to open up the hips and the low back. And bring the hands behind you. If you have any blankets or anything that you'd like to cozy up in, you can absolutely bring that in. Take a moment, bring the hands behind you, lift the heart. Little breath here. On your exhalation, lean forward. You might take your second block and getting as far as you can without causing harm without forcing. Might take a block or two in this case. My hips are very tight today. So I'm going to stack my blocks. So that way my forehead, my third eye point is supported. And then let the pelvis be heavy here. Let your head be held. Let your shoulders relax. Let your jaw be at ease. And then can you feel the back body opening up? Sorry, I'm just looking up, and Loki is so cute. He's like, this is a great place for me to just nestle in. Now that we've balanced the brain hemispheres, the parasympathetic nervous system is in gear, where can you soften here? Where can you allow yourself the comforts that you need, that karma? I'll give you an example. It's more comfortable for me to bring more blocks in. So I'm going to support my forearms on blocks. Or you can do as Doris is doing and have a bolster over your path. If you'd like to support your hands and you have additional props you can peek up for a moment, this is also a really great way to let the forehead and the forearms be supported. I'll place the blocks underneath, or you can place a bolster and give yourself an additional support system here. We'll do a body scan here. Where am I able to soften? Scan the shoulders and draw them away from the ears. Scan your back body. And now send the breath there. The lungs are located in the back body, so let your back body open and breathe. Scan your pelvis and your low back. And let your hips sink into the earth and the cushion, your blanket a little bit more. Scan the outer hips. Notice if you're comfortable making any adjustments you might need. Scan the IT bands and the thighs. And just observe any opening, any lengthening that's happening. Scan your feet, the tops of the feet and the heels, and notice if you might need to make any small adjustments. Slowly, with integrity. Let your chin come to your chest. Roll up one vertebrae at a time. Take your time. And we'll stretch the palms wide, reach the arms up, and we'll take Garudasana here. So cross your left elbow underneath. Hold on to the shoulders. You can stay here in a hug or move the backs of the hands towards each other or the palms. And then lift the shoulders up as you slide the shoulder blades down. Sorry, lift the elbows up as you slide the shoulders down. And release the hands. Take a moment here. You can bring your hands to your shoulders if you'd like, and then draw the elbows up and around and back. And let's do that the opposite way. Again, just moving slowly and methodically. Synovial fluid is in the joints. Now, the same way we get into the pose is the same way we get out of the pose, right? So we release the shoulders and then come up. I like to use my blocks for this as a little momentum. Come up onto the hands and knees and then uncross the legs. Let's take 3 cat-cows here as you come back into table. So inhale, broaden across the chest and the collarbone. Exhale, navel into spine. Press the tops of the toes down. And then if you can, really focus on the back body here. Chest is opening on the inhalation. On the exhalation, feel the intercostal muscles move away. Feel that contraction in a different way. Inhale. The belly moves up. Skin moves away. Exhale. Chin rounds. Contraction happening. Intercostal muscles moving back. Then come to neutral spine. We'll take the left knee in between the hands. Cut your left foot over to that right side. Right knee directly behind the left. So look like this. Left knee is forward. Right knee cuts behind. Directly behind. That's it, Doris. Yep. And then take your time, sit back. Now, folks, remember one side is always a little bit more user-friendly. Maybe on this side you need a blanket, a block, a prop underneath you. You want to cross at the knees. And then making the adjustments that you need, right? Make sure you're not sitting on your heels. The heels are out of line of your hips. Take the hands back and let's open up the heart here. Feel the skin of the belly lift through the heart. Almost as if you can visualize that line from Arohana Warahan. Inhale, Arohan, belly, chest, back of the crown, crown, mid-brain. Exhale, Warahan, down the back passageway. Keep your spine straight as you lengthen forward. Now pause when you lengthen forward. Spine is neutral. That's it. And then from there, you're going to set yourself up, either with bolsters. And Doris, you can elevate your bolster if you want. If you have 2 blocks, you can also you can stack it like Stonehenge. Show you what that looks like. If I didn't demo it on the opposite side, I'll show it and demo it here. So this is a really great way to bring the ground a little bit closer to us as well. That's it. And then really just give yourself what you need today. It's going to look different from somebody else. Can you lengthen your spine? Betsy, let's have you double up the blocks so that way it's one block is on the other. You can even adjust the height of it, so that way your spine is neutral and straight. Or do you have your bolster? Yeah, you can sit on your bolster. There you go. That's it. How does that feel? A little bit better? Yeah.
It's really tight always in my hips. This is not my easiest pose.
Yeah.
Look better, thank you.
Good. Good, good, good. Always making the adjustments that we need. This mentality that we have in the West is oxymoronic for the healing practice. The pushing through, the no pain, no gain, or not being at comfort or in comfort while something is challenging. It seems oxymoronic to be in comfort during a challenge. And the practice of yoga isn't about pushing through or forcing the body or having the mind hijack and say, well, I know that this is beneficial, so therefore I'm going to muster it up and suck it up and deal with it. It's about where can I develop compassion for my body, for my mind, for what I'm feeling and moving through and moving with. Can I give myself artha? Can I give myself what I need so that I can experience pleasure amidst the challenge, amidst the discomfort, so that there is liberation, moksha? Many times we think that we have to slice through, like Durga, slicing through the conditioning, slicing through these challenges. But really the framework around the slicing through and the burning through of karmic patterns is more through burning through the conditioning of thinking that we have to push through or be in pain or be in discomfort. I deserve pleasure. I deserve comfort. I deserve to feel good and nourished and create homeostasis within my body. We'll do a body scan here. Relax the jaw if it's clenched. And draw the shoulders away from the ears. See if you can soften the arms a little bit more, the elbows, the fingers. And once again, draw your awareness to the back body, where the lungs reside. And observe the breath here. Observe your inhalation. And allow your ribs to expand in the back of the body. Scan the low back and the outer hips. Scan the IT band, outer part of the legs. On the tops of your feet, the ankle bones and the heels, just notice if they are at ease and in comfort. Hence, sitting on a blanket today. And then slowly start to walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your time as you roll up. And just observe here any sensation that might be different. We'll walk the hands forward and come into 3 cat-cows one more time. Again, moving slowly and moving with the rhythm of your body. Palms pressed down, knees underneath the hips, broadening across the chest and collarbone. Inhale. Tracing that line of light, radiance, magnetism, sa. Exhale, tops of the toes into the mat. Hum. Feel that light charge and transform. Inhale, sa. A sound of pure light, pure energy, intelligence. Hum as it charges and transforms down the back body. Let's bring the big toes together and we'll set up for a supported child's pose here. Nice yummy child's pose, big toes touch. Take your bolster and place the bolster in between your legs. If you'd like, you can walk it forward and bring one ear, one cheek. And if you don't have a bolster, you can always use 2 couch pillows or 2 bed pillows stacked on top of each other. Pelvis heavy. Surrendering. And letting your props hold you up. As a support system. If you'd like to bring your opposite cheek to rest on the bolster, you can. Draw your forehead back onto your bolster. And slowly start to walk yourself up. And just take a moment here as you settle into your body. And we'll end today in goddess pose, So we'll take one block and bring it about 1/3 of the way down. You can take your extra blocks or bed pillows if you'd like, and bringing the soles of the feet together, you'll take your additional blocks or large books. You can also place, as I said, couch pillows there. And slowly lay back, letting your palms face up here. If you have a second blanket, or if you'd like to take the blanket that you're laying on and cover yourself, I highly recommend that. And close the eyes now. And drop your tongue to the bottom half of your mouth. Just letting yourself be nourished. Let the eyes roll back into their sockets. Let your tongue drop to the bottom half. And visualize right through the top of your crown, warm, healing oil being poured through the top of your crown. Feel this warm, nourishing oil covering your brain, right brain hemisphere and left brain hemisphere. Feel it move down the sides of the cheeks, around the back of the throat, across the shoulders and down the arms. And feel this warm, nourishing oil moving into the back body, across the front body. Feel it move down the pelvis, around the outer hips, fronts of the legs and the backs of the legs. Feel it wrap around the knees and kneecaps, the calves and shin bones. Feel this warm, nourishing oil wrapping around the ankle bones, tops of the feet and the bottoms of the feet. Feel it move into the webbing of the toes, big toes, second toes, third toes, fourth toes, pinky toes. Just feel your whole body now saturated in this warm, nourishing, healing oil. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the earth supporting you. Feel yourself grounded, held. No longer fragmented, but at one. Union, 𝗩𝗘𝗃𝗍, yoga. Feel yourself experiencing moksha, liberation, bliss. And take a smooth breath to inhale, opening up the mouth to exhale. Shanti, shanti, shantihi. Peace with yourself. Peace with your practice. Peace with the very forces governing all life. Slowly draw your knees together using your hands. No rush at all. You can stay on your bolster or pillows and roll over to one side. Use the strength of your top hand and guide yourself to any comfortable seat, letting your head arrive last. And press the palms to the heart. Bow your head as you feel this merging of duality, the body and spirit, the right and left, of the seen and unseen. Bow down to the wisdom of the heartbeat. Without that, we cannot experience the joy of life. 𝗩𝗘𝗡𝗠𝗢. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste. Make a fist with your right hand, cover it with your left. Surya mudra, lean forward and feel a subtle lift of your pelvic floor. And then come straight back up.